Hey, Dustin Boudreaux here with DustinBoudreaux.com. And first off, I want to share some information with you that you can find quite valuable that you can use every day. I learned this formula a while back. And keep in mind, I'm not a math wizard, so this won't be a math lesson. But this simple formula had a whole paradigm shift on the way I thought and processed things that happened in my life. And I really wanted to share it with you guys because it will create a lot of value for the way you think and maybe the way things happen in your life and just a way to process some of this information, offer you a different way of thinking, and maybe help you get to the next level as far as your results concerned. So let's jump right in to this equation. And again, this won't be a math lesson, but it's a simple formula I think you'll like. So let's start with this. It's E plus R equals O. Now, what does that mean? Let me first off tell you what the formula means. So E stands for events, R stands for response, and O stands for outcome. Now, the way to use this formula, so here's what a lot of people do. So many people are focused on the events in their life. They blame these events for the way they feel, the things that happen, the results that they have. And towards the end of this video, I'll give you some specific examples of what I'm talking about. And then the plus, the response, is how you react to the events that are happening in your life, which ultimately has the outcome of the way you experience things, whether that's good, bad, the results you're looking to get or not getting. This formula has a lot to do with that. So here's what most people are doing. They have an event in their life. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're driving to work and you kind of get unfocused and you dump some coffee in your lap. Your response can be two things. One, you can let it ruin your whole day because now you have coffee in your shirt, your pants, you have to go into work or maybe go home and change and now you'll be late and maybe your boss will fuss you or whatever the case may be. So you can let that response have the outcome where it ruins your whole day because of this coffee spill, or the same event, you can spill coffee on you in traffic, get unfocused, but your response can be, I dumped this coffee in my lap, but I'm so thankful I didn't get in a wreck. My boss will understand that I just went home to change because I dumped this coffee on me. And see, you have a totally different outcome than the first deal. The second response I'll get for you is, let's say you're building a business, right? You're building a home-based business or any business for that matter, and you're calling someone, and you call someone to introduce them to your opportunity or whatever you're selling, and they say, no, I'm not interested. The first response, you can let it ruin your day because they said no, and you can't believe they don't see the value that you see in your product, your company, your opportunity, whatever the case may be, and you can let that be your outcome. Or the same event, you call this person and they say, hey, I'm not interested, now's not a good time. Your response could be, okay, it's just not the right time. I'll put them on my follow-up pipeline. Oh, and by the way, I'm one step closer to a yes. Do you see how that outcome changed, that total mind shift? The same event happened, but you can respond in two totally different ways. And this little formula, guys, has really done me a lot of good in my life. And I think it'll do a lot of good in your life if you apply it, you share it with folks. And keep in mind, so this equation, event plus response equals outcome. The only thing you have control over in your life is three things: the thoughts you think, the images you visualize, and the actions that you take. So many people waste all their energy focusing on these events that are happening. Guys, I'm telling you what, most of the events in your life you can't control. They're going to happen whether or not you think you control them or not. My advice to you would be, start controlling this, your response to all these events that are happening in your life, until you start to get the outcomes that you want. Because again, this is the only thing that you can control. And once you start controlling your response to these events in your life, you'll start to get different outcomes and you'll start to get the things that you want to have in life. That way you can live and get the results that you're always wanting. So that's my 2 cents. Thanks for tuning in these couple minutes with me. Share this around with folks that may need to learn about this formula. Go out and enjoy your day. And that's a wrap. We'll talk soon. Goodbye for now.